Choice. You've heard that word a lot. Choice. Everyone wants to have choices. And we may get stressed if you don't have choices available. Or should I say, if we cannot see that we have choices available to us. Sometimes we look and we don't see choices, but then you have thinking out of the box, maybe. Well, in this video, I will share my personal experience and my views on how we always do have a choice. Like, subscribe, and share. Hi, welcome to a new video of mine. In today's video, we're going to talk about choice. I got inspired by a conversation I had with someone who was complaining about that in the States, High Court judge has ruled that schools have the last say in what they do with the children at school when it comes to injections, not the parents. And so her response was one of despair and disappointment, where for me it was just another opportunity for people to wake up, to voice their disagreement with certain changes that are happening in the world or with things that have been going on for a while. Basically, the awakening and the move from dark into lightness, which, as many of you know, has started back in 2012. And for people to wake up, or for them to finally move their asses to actually stand up for their rights, they need to get uncomfortable in general. And so this is yet another opportunity for people to get uncomfortable and to stand up. And she was like, yeah, but if it would be your child, you wouldn't be talking like this. And I was like, why not? I do have choices. I can choose to fight this. And if I do not find enough people to go to court or whatever, or to get my school to agree not to do this, then I can still pull my child out of school and do homeschooling. It's a choice. Another example I gave is because I hear too many times that people are like, oh, this is happening. Oh, we're so lost now. Total disaster. We're screwed. Don't you have choices? It's like when somebody is in an abusive relationship and they stay in it and they keep taking the abuse knowingly, maybe even willingly, because they are afraid that if they choose to leave the relationship, they do not know where they will land, what will happen to them. And so they stay. And if this is the case for you, maybe that's why you're watching this, then I would say, remember when unexpected things happen to you before in your life. Something positive happened, but you didn't expect it, you didn't see it coming. You were probably afraid, and you had a whole bunch of scenarios, dark scenarios, of what would happen in such a situation. But then you were lucky somehow. An angel came down and made a miracle happen for you. However you want to formulate it. Being afraid of the unknown is, from my perspective, the biggest waste of your life. We have no way of knowing all the possible outcomes of a situation. That's why you have the unexpected that can happen, and actually often happens. Can be in a good way, can be in a bad way. Sitting still and saying, I want to stay with this bad situation because at least here I know where I stand, because I have no idea what would happen if I would leave, is the same as dying. Why do I say that? Because, and this goes both ways, you can say it in two ways. The moment you die is the moment you stop learning as a human. The moment you stop learning is the moment you die. I was in a job for many, many years. And because I was standing up for my rights, I got some general manager upset with me. Because me standing up for my rights was infringing on his ability to be corrupt, to do bad things, to steal, to embezzle. And so one day he decided to fire me. My first reaction was fear. I was already not happy at the company, but I didn't leave because I was afraid of the unknown. So my life only became more and more poisoned. 2 burnouts I had during that period, one after the other, total period of 4 years. Hell! But I wouldn't move because I was afraid of the unknown. Until he sat down with me and said, okay, I'm going to let you go. So first response was freaking out. My best friend back then said congratulations when I told him. I didn't understand at the time. A few months later, I realized it was the best thing that happened to me in a long, long time. I easily found another job. Yes, I was earning less, still enough, but I had almost no stress. When going home, I was not exhausted. When going on holiday, I wouldn't be sick the first 3-4 days because of all the stress that had to leave my body. So it was a blessing in disguise. When I decided to make a move from one country to another, I did not know what was waiting for me. I thought there were 2 opportunities for me to conduct business, but I did not know. 9 years later, I'm glad I did it, because my life changed. Yes, I had to let go of certain things in my life, but what came in return was so much better. I had to let go of things I was very attached to, that I thought were very important to me. But in reality, I came to learn that other things were much more important to me, would feed me much more. So, we always have a choice. And it's not choosing that gets us deeper into trouble. But making choices. Preferably not from here, but from here. Feeling, sitting in silence, doing a short meditation, putting the question, what should I do here? And then peacefully waiting for the answer. That will help us get into a better place. That will help us see possibilities, new possibilities. I hope this video inspired you to take a moment to sit in silence and feel what it is that you really want to change in your life. I have on my website guided meditations. You'll find the link in the description when you watch this on YouTube. If you go to my website, you will see it under Tips and Tools, Relaxation, and then you can request the 5-minute meditation, but actually not just a 5-minute meditation, it's a whole list of different meditations for different purposes, both in video and in audio files that you can download. And in one case there's also a PDF showing you how to do breathing exercises. Under Tips and Tools you'll find a lot of interesting information that I have gathered over the past 9 years. And of course you can contact me if you have questions, if you need support, if you want to work on a specific issue, or if you want mentoring. To have a mentor who on a regular basis you have contact with to establish where you stand on your path towards a goal that you've set. I also do channeling. You can request a session for that. I do work on trauma, helping you to resolve your trauma, to find the root source of the trauma, and then help you heal it, and in the process teaching you how to do this. So the next time you may be able to do it yourself. And yes, some people may need to do this 2-3 times, totally fine. But my goal is to help you be independent in this area too. I wish you a wonderful day and see you in the next video. Like, subscribe and share.